Jenny Slatten's world turned upside down this week when the beloved 90-Day Fiancé, the Otherway star, was suddenly rushed to the intensive care unit after suffering what insiders are calling a major heart attack. Fans who have followed Jenny's long and emotional journey with Sumit Singh are in total shock, and many fear this could be the couple's most heartbreaking chapter yet. According to close family sources, Jenny began feeling unwell earlier in the day, complaining of tightness in her chest and shortness of breath. Sumit initially thought it was stress or fatigue from filming and travel, but things quickly took a terrifying turn. Within minutes, Jenny collapsed in their home, leaving Sumit panicked and desperate for help. He immediately called for an ambulance as he held her hand, crying and praying for her to wake up. Witnesses say Sumit was completely distraught as paramedics arrived, repeatedly saying, "Please don't take her away from me. Please save her." Jenny was rushed to a local hospital in India, where doctors immediately placed her in the ICU for emergency cardiac treatment. For fans who have watched Jenny and Sumit's love story unfold over several seasons, this news hits especially hard. The couple has overcome cultural barriers, family rejection, and years of emotional pain just to be together. From their secret relationship and dramatic wedding to finally earning the approval of Sumit's family, they have fought for their love every step of the way. And now, it seems the fight has taken on a new and terrifying meaning, a fight for Jenny's life. Reports indicate that Jenny's heart attack was severe but treatable. Doctors have been monitoring her around the clock, and while she remains in critical condition, there are small signs of improvement. Medical staff have advised Sumit to remain calm, but insiders say he hasn't left her bedside since she was admitted. One source shared, "Sumit hasn't eaten or slept properly. He keeps talking to her even when she's unconscious, telling her to stay strong and come back to him." TLC crew members who were reportedly filming nearby have paused all production as the family focuses on Jenny's recovery. The network has yet to issue an official statement, but fans across social media are already flooding comment sections with messages of love and prayer. Hashtags like #PrayForJenny and #StayStrongSumit are trending among 90-Day Fiancé fans, showing how deeply the audience cares for this couple. Sumit's family, who were once against his marriage to Jenny, are now reportedly rallying around her. His mother, who previously criticized Jenny for being older, was seen at the hospital and has reportedly softened her stance. A family insider revealed, Sumit's mom was crying when she saw Jenny on the hospital bed. She finally realized how much Jenny means to her son. It's been a moment of awakening for the whole family. Fans remember how Jenny and Sumit's relationship began as a whirlwind romance full of cultural shock and emotional pain. Jenny, an American woman in her 60s, left her life in California to move across the world for love. Despite the age gap and relentless judgment, she stood by Sumit through thick and thin. Together, they proved that love can overcome almost anything, until this frightening health scare reminded everyone how fragile life can be. While the details of Jenny's condition remain private, sources close to the couple say she's receiving the best medical care possible. Doctors are cautiously optimistic but have emphasized that recovery will take time. Stress, long filming schedules, and age-related factors may have contributed to her health issues. Fans are now urging TLC to give the couple space and privacy during this critical time. Sumit, meanwhile, has reportedly been struggling emotionally. He's described as completely shattered and blames himself for not noticing the warning signs earlier. Friends say he's been praying constantly and refuses to leave the hospital even for a moment. One eyewitness said, "He's sitting right next to her bed, holding her hand, talking softly, and telling her how much he loves her." This ordeal has reminded many viewers just how real the stakes are for couples who appear on 90-Day Fiancé. Behind the drama and the entertainment, these are real people facing real challenges, and moments like this show the true depth of love and pain they share. Fans are hoping that Jenny pulls through, and that the couple's next chapter will be one of healing and gratitude. Many have commented that they hope TLC features this story not for drama, but to highlight the importance of health, emotional support, and unconditional love. Across social media platforms, messages continue to pour in. One fan wrote, "Jenny, you've inspired so many people to love without fear. Please get better soon, we're all praying for you." Another added, "Sumit, stay strong. Jenny needs you now more than ever." As of now, the hospital has not released an official update, but sources indicate that Jenny is stable and responding slowly to treatment. Doctors are optimistic but remain cautious. She is expected to undergo several more tests to determine the extent of the heart damage and to decide on long-term care. Sumit has expressed deep gratitude to fans for their support, though he has requested privacy during this emotional time. One insider shared, "He appreciates everyone's prayers. He just wants Jenny to wake up fully and smile again." The couple's love story has always been about defying the odds. From fighting societal pressure to overcoming family rejection, Jenny and Sumit have stood together through every storm. And even now, when the situation seems unbearable, their connection remains unbreakable. Fans are holding on to hope that Jenny will make a full recovery and that her story will serve as a reminder to cherish every moment with the people we love. For now, the entire 90-Day Fiancé community is united in one wish: for Jenny Slatten to survive, heal, and continue sharing her beautiful journey with Sumit Singh. Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh are one of the notable success stories of 90-Day Fiancé. She moved to India to live with her man, 30 years her junior. They wed in 2021, despite Sumit's concerns, but lacked acceptance from his family. It was only recently that Sumit's parents finally acknowledged his wife. However, now they might all be too close for comfort. According to the latest season of 90-Day Fiancé The Other Way, Sumit lost his job and they had to move in with his parents. It's a very common living arrangement in India, but hardly one that a Westerner is used to. However, Jennifer is making it work for the sake of her marriage. Jennifer exclusively told People that it's been really hard living with her in-laws. "I'm still not used to it," she said of the situation. "I want my independent life back. It's only been Sumit and I together living in our own place, doing our own thing. No one there to boss us around, tell us what to do. I'm adjusting. But I have to tell you, it's not easy," the reality TV star said of the past 9 months. The couple were living together for the past 7 years. They are one of 90 Days' success stories. Now, Jennifer laments how strange it is to be ordered around. Even Sumit is feeling uncomfortable at his parents' house. "In the last 7 years, I grew up as a person as well, and I learned how to be independent," he explained. "I was loving it. It's my way, my life, and it was good. But now, with coming back with the family, I'm having a hard time to adjust back in." The 90-Day Fiancé star continued, "I don't have any timeline because I cannot make any timeline. Right now, I'm in the middle. My parents definitely want to live with us forever. They just never want to go out of our life because they get their son back in their life after 7 years, so that's why I don't have any timeline." Meanwhile, Jenny is ready to go. However, she doesn't want to sound ungrateful or anything. She already briefly shared a home with her mother-in-law several years ago. "I want our own place again where I have my own things. It's all put together my way," she shared. "Right now, I don't have that anymore. Freedom is gone. We stay in our bedroom most of the time." 90-Day Fiancé couple Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh have made a big move after spending the last 5 years together in India. Sumit was working at a call center when he catfished Jenny from California by pretending to be Michael Jones for a year. Jenny quickly forgave Sumit when he finally confessed to the truth. Sumit and Jenny's 30-year age gap was not okay for his parents, so they married him off to a woman of their choice. However, Sumit continued dating Jenny long distance until she came to India in The Other Way Season 1. Sumit was born and raised in Delhi. When Jenny moved to India in The Other Way Season 1, Sumit had not told his parents about her decision. He also kept Jenny in the dark about his first marriage. Sumit used to make trips between his accommodation with Jenny and his parents' house until he was finally caught by his in-laws. Once it was decided that he would get divorced from his first wife, Sumit began living with Jenny in a bungalow in the state of Uttar Pradesh, India. In 90-Day Fiancé's Toe Season 2, fans got a glimpse of Jenny and Sumit's traditional Hindu house blessing ceremony at the Noida house. As part of the ritual, a priest stood at the entrance and guided them through several symbolic customs before they could step into their new home. He poured water into their hands using a leaf and instructed them to wave their hands above their heads. Sumit explained that the ceremony was meant to purify the space and remove negative energy. The blessing involved Sanskrit chants, a flower pot Jenny carried on her head, and even a surprise cow indoors. Jenny and Sumit considered relocating to Thailand, with David Toporowski and Annie Suin offering their condo in Jomtien Beach as a potential home. David, now a real estate agent, showcased the fully furnished one-bedroom unit, priced at 2.1 million Thai baht, to Jennie and Sumit during a segment on 90 Day Diaries. The condo's proximity to the beach and its foreign ownership status made it an appealing option for the couple, especially given their challenges in India. Despite the enticing offer, Jennie and Sumit ultimately decided to remain in India, continuing their journey together. In a surprising turn of events revealed in a January 2024 episode of 90 Day Diaries, Sumit's mother, Sana, officially accepted Jennie as her daughter-in-law. For years, Sana strongly opposed their relationship, even going so far as to threaten to disown Sumit after he secretly married Jennie. However, she changed her stance. The emotional moment touched both Sumit and Jennie, though some fans remained skeptical about whether this acceptance would lead to lasting peace in the family. In the latest season of 90 Day Diaries, Sumit and Jennie moved into a clean, well-maintained apartment inside a gated community. Though smaller than their old bungalow, it was a more comfortable and secure option. They chose to downsize due to rising rent and the deteriorating condition of their former home. Even so, the new place was still expensive, especially after Sumit lost his restaurant job. On the upside, Jennie and Sumit's mother, Sana, have grown close over the past 15 months. Feeling the pressure, Sumit confided in his mom and asked 65-year-old Jennie to consider working, and Sadhna agreed. In the latest 90 Day Fiancé spin-off episode, Sumit and Jennie renewed their vows for their 3-year anniversary. This time, Sumit's parents, Sana and Anil, were part of the ceremony, unlike the first wedding. They offered Sumit a place to stay since he was still unemployed, as many jobs he applied for required trained chefs. Jennie was upset that Sumit accepted their offer without consulting her, but she understood how important it was to him. Supporting her husband, Jennie agreed to move in with Sana and Anil, embracing this new chapter together. Jennie appears to be happy with Sumit in the USA. In fact, she appears to be elated to be living her dream life with a man she really loves. In the picture above, the duo pose for the camera, with both looking remarkably content. They've been through so much, and their life as a couple hasn't always been easy. However, their worst problems now seem to be over. Jennie wrote, while she poses a question that a lot of people can relate to, the picture tells another story. She's obviously thrilled to be with Sumit in America. For Jennie, life in India was often stressful. Sumit's parents judged her, making her feel subhuman. They were really mean. Jennie's a strong person, but anyone would be appalled if they were treated that way. She was too old for them, and not domestic enough. She didn't fit their ideal of what a daughter-in-law should be. However, some of that was probably cultural. While differences in cultures are real and should be respected, it wasn't Jennie's fault that she didn't fit the mold. She hung in there, withstanding verbal abuse from his parents that would probably make a lot of people run away. Why? Well, she loves Sumit. She was in it for the long haul, wanting a marriage and the proverbial happy ending. In episode 10 of 90 Day Diaries Season 6, we catch up with now married couple, Jennie Slatten and Sumit Singh. These two have come a long way, as Jennie has finally found common ground and even a friendship with Sumit's mother, who long disapproved of her son marrying a woman 30 years older than him. Now, the couple are preparing to commit to each other once again with a vow renewal ceremony. While things are great with Sumit's parents, the couple struggle with how to afford their apartment after Sumit lost his job as a chef. However, he came up with the idea of moving in with his parents. You will get a best friend forever with my mother. Like, you don't have any other friend and, like who don't want to live with their best friend, he tells her. Jennie has a lot of reservations about this. She's 65 and about to live with her husband's parents, knowing that she can't do certain things around them. Sumit is eager to move in, and they really have no choice as their apartment is just too much money. Jennie gives in, knowing that it's a good idea for now. It's going to impact our independence as a couple because we are not going to be free to hug and kiss and sit together, she tells the camera. 2 days later, the couple have their vow renewal ceremony after being married for 3 years. Sumit's mother puts an anklet on Jennie, which shows that she's accepting of her. It's something I thought would never happen. It's all I ever wanted, Jennie shares after a long road for approval. At their ceremonies, Sumit tells his parents about moving in with them, and they are overjoyed. However, only time will tell. Jenny can last living with his parents for forever, as he puts it. 90 Day Fiancé stars Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatten are some of the most successful couples in the franchise today. The two defied all odds in their relationship. Many people have doubted them due to their 30-year age gap. Sumit's family was also against their relationship. At this point, Jenny and Sumit are now living happily in India. However, it seems they're not done sharing their story on TV. Keep reading to see their statements about a possible reality TV comeback. Sumit and Jenny like to document their outdoor activities. The 90 Day Fiancé stars often go on mall dates. They also like to try different restaurants in India, and it seems the two no longer plan to move to the US. It was also reported that Jenny and Sumit run an online restaurant with Sumit as a cook. Sumit also made headlines last week after sharing an emotional message for his wife, saying that he had never found anyone like her. It's clear that the two have been going strong, and it seems like they are no longer having any issues, especially with Jenny finally getting accepted by her in-laws. However, it seems they're still looking forward to a TLC comeback. Sumit recently took to social media to share his Halloween and Diwali celebrations with Jenny. The 90 Day Fiancé stars partied with people outdoors and even used some fireworks. Sumit captioned his post with, "Happy Halloween and Happy Diwali to everyone." This year, Halloween and the Hindu-Indian festival Diwali are on the same day. So let's celebrate together. But what caught the attention of many was Sumit Singh's response to one of his followers asking if they were going back to TLC. According to Sumit, their return to TV depends on TLC, implying that they were only relying on the network at this point. Jenny was previously spotted, seemingly begging the network to bring them back because they still have stories to tell. But some fans think TLC no longer sees any compelling stories for the married couple due to their happy life in India. One of Jenny's most recent dramas wasn't with Sumit. Instead, the 90 Day Fiancé star had a feud with her co-star, Kimberly Michelle. Jenny was upset about Kimberly's disrespect to India and even threatened to come to Jaipur to meet her. Their fight began when Jenny Slatten expressed how disappointed she was about how Kimberly treated her Indian boyfriend, TJ. This led to Kimberly calling Jenny a C***NT and fake. 90 Day Fiancé. The Other Way star Sumit Singh is taking a peek back into his catfishing days. The reality TV star met his now-wife, Jenny Slatten, back in 2012, pretending to be a man named Michael Joan. He kept Slatten in the dark for a year before coming clean. The duo hit it off despite the catfishing and tied the knot. Sumit Singh's recent Instagram story, although as per lighthearted fan take, has the star tapping back into his catfishing days as he posted a story with a filter that made him seem unrecognizable. According to Screen Rant, Sumit Singh posted a selfie on his story with a filter on that made his face appear clear, looking dapper with a smart beard, long locks of hair, and a suave black hat. While the story was quite lighthearted and blasé, it can't be ignored that Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatten have undergone quite a transformation this past year, especially considering how the two of them met. The duo has a 30-year age gap, which was the major barrier to their tying the knot after the two of them first got to know each other. Singh and Slatten have thrown themselves into transforming their physical appearance, with the latter shedding significant pounds and the former trying to adopt a more mature look by growing out his hair and beard. Their drastic physical transformations are evident in Sumit Singh's birthday post to his wife on Instagram from November 21, 2024. The duo were last seen in 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 7, where Jenny Slatten was finally accepted by her husband's parents. However, unlike the other couples in the franchise, Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh's relationship is quite unproblematic, which doesn't make for good TV. The major hurdle in their relationship was Sumit Singh's parents, especially his mother, refusing to accept Slatten. However, with that being resolved in 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 7, the duo has nothing to bring to another season of the reality TV show. According to Screen Rant, Jenny Slatten had publicly reached out to the official 90 Day Fiancé casting Instagram page back in May 2024, asking to be cast again while hinting that they still have some drama surrounding their relationship that needs to be unpacked. Fans, however, commented that the couple were too boring under the following comment left by Jenny Slatten on the 90 Day Fiancé casting Instagram page.